anchor points, pivot points, common fretted notes, they all can help a beginner change chords more smoothly by simplifying your movement. Let me show you how a beginner can improve their strumming by taking advantage of anchor points. Coming up. Hey everybody, Paul here, PZ Guitar, your virtual practice partner. Many times a beginner, they have issues changing chords or changing chords in time. There's a lot of things to remember. It's hard. That's why you're a beginner. And it is hard until you discover secrets. And I'm going to show you a big secret here today, and that is you only have to do what you need to do. Like for example, to go from one chord to another, you don't have to take all your fingers off and relocate and put them down and then get to the next chord, because by that time the song has progressed and you're already onto a completely different chord. You only have to move your fingers as necessary. There's got to be a better way. And the better way is to use anchor points. So in today's lesson, today's lesson is on a PDF. Where's my PDF here? So in today's lesson, I have a PDF which has explanations of what we're doing, as well as some really fantastic little diagrams that show you the common anchor points between the chords. And so I encourage you to download them and add it to your PZ Guitar library. So today, let's explore the mother of all progressions, a 1-4-5, A, D, E. Open A, open D, open E. And these open chords, some of the notes are shared between the chords. So I don't have to, once my finger hits the fretboard, they don't have to move. Or maybe they have to move slightly. So I'm going to show you two types of anchor points here today, a hard anchor point and a soft one. So the hard anchor point, the finger stays put and does not shift to another fret. I'll show you some examples. And a soft anchor point, the finger moves to a different fret, but that finger stays on the fretboard and it stays on the string. It just slides up or back one fret. And that's what I call a soft anchor. So here's the open A chord, and it's going to be on the screen, and this is the typical grip that you would use. Sounds like an A chord because it is an A chord. But I don't want to use this grip for today's lesson because I won't be able to take advantage of any anchor points. So instead, I'm going to use this grip. It's going to be on the screen. I'm going to change the fingers. I'm still going to use fingers 1, 2, and 3. I'm just going to change the order. I'm going to put my index finger on the G string. I'm going to put my middle finger on the D and my ring finger on the B string. Again, it's the A chord, same thing. Now, here's the magic of anchor points. If I take a look at this A chord and I go to the D chord, the D chord shares a hard anchor point on this index finger. It is on the G string, 2nd fret on both chords. It doesn't move. Once it's there, I don't have to move it. That's a hard anchor. The ring finger is a soft anchor because it moves from the 2nd fret to the 3rd fret but stays on the B string. And my middle finger swings over from the D over to the high E string. And that's now a open D. I move it back. What's nice about this approach is that once I make the D chord, if I want to go back to the A, I don't have to take everybody off and go and put them all back down and waste time and waste effort. All I have to do is I just have to go shift, take advantage of the anchor points, and just do it as simply and as efficiently as possible. So that's A and D. What about A and E? Well, A and E, they share a soft anchor point. That soft anchor point is my index finger. Currently, it's on the 2nd fret, but so it's going to slide back to the 1st fret, And now fingers two, my middle and my ring finger, which work very well together, by the way, they're going to swing over and cover the A string and the D string. Hey, that's an E chord. And if I want to go back to A, I use the soft anchor, and I now surround it and go back. And you notice, again, I am not taking off all my fingers and putting them back down and doing extra work. I'm being as efficient as possible. And also now, between the E and the D has a soft anchor too. And it's that index finger. So again, I'm gonna shift it up to the second fret, and these two guys, my ring and my middle finger, they plop down on the high E and the B string respectively. So that's anchor points. It keeps you from doing extraneous work. It keeps you from doing extraneous work. So hard anchors, soft anchors, learn to identify them. I've given you an example here for A, D, and E. And so what I recommend that you practice is a 1 minute chord changes. You go A, D, E, A, D, E, A, D, E, A, D, E for a minute. And do it slowly, because right now, speed is not your friend, control is your friend. That's E, A, D, E, A, D, E. You do that for a minute, A, D, E, A, D, E, A, D, E. And then go in the other direction, go A, E, D, A, E, D. So get those 1 minute changes down, and now you could now expand on that and start playing around with the strumming pattern and make it a little bit more music. Get comfortable with changing those chords. Take it nice and slow and just improvise. Simple little thing like that. And it's amazing how much music you can make with just those 3 chords, which, by the way, are in thousands of songs, 1-4-5 progression. So there you go. Oh, wait a minute. I've got a bonus for you coming up. So stick around here. I got a bonus for you. So here's my bonus. Now, another king of open chords is the open C chord. It's on the screen. And A minor. They share 2 hard anchors. So the 2 hard anchors are the index finger and your middle finger. And all I'm doing is I'm just swinging my ring finger from the 3rd fret A string to the 2nd fret G string. Now, in order to make room for that, because it's always good practice to try and put your finger as close to the fret as possible. When I swing my finger down, I have to slide this finger back a little bit. It still stays on the 2nd fret. I just have to make room for my middle finger, for my ring finger. And do 1 minute changes for these two. Get it smooth, get it simplified, get it natural. Now, here's a double bonus. You ready? Here, double bonus. I have a hard anchor between the C and the A minor to D7. D7, it's on the screen, That index finger is locked in place. It's going to get static. A minor, D7, A minor, C, A, D7, C, A minor, So that's a bonus for you, you know. So C, A minor, and D7, they all share. And you know what? Here's a double secret bonus. Okay, so on the C chord and on the A minor chord, it shares a hard anchor, the middle finger, on the A string second fret with E minor. So if I want to play E minor and maintain that anchor, I'm going to use my index finger and play E minor like this. And if I want to go back to C, I keep my middle finger down and I replace the ring and the index. That may take a little bit more practice because you're probably used to making the E minor chord like this with these two fingers. But I want to take advantage of the anchor. And the anchor works beautifully well on the A minor chord. Here's A minor, E minor. So, hey everyone, so thanks for sticking around and watching today's lesson. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave a comment if you haven't. Hit the like button. Hit the little bell icon so that way you can get notified when I post. And keep practicing. And remember, speed is not your friend right now. If you're having problems changing chords, do it slowly. Do those 1 minute changes for a week or two, and you will be rewarded. I guarantee you will be rewarded. So A, D, E, you know, the granddaddy of all progressions, A, D. And you can also do the C, A minor, D7, and throw in the E minor as well. See you next time. Hey everyone, up here is going to be a video that you might want to watch next, or down here could be a playlist that could be of interest. So I suggest that you either click here or click both. It's up to you. But in either case, I'll see you soon.